Hi, and welcome to the workshop. Okay, we're going to be expanding on what we learned in session 2. So if you have your guitar, let's go ahead and get started. All right, before we play, let's warm up. I want to try and give you some stretching exercises. Here's a new one for you. This is a simple stretching exercise that was taught to me by the great guitarist Jack Pearson. Jack has played with the Allman Brothers, with Vince Gill, with Jimmy Buffett, and he has done several workshops with us over the years. And one of the exercises that Jack does is called the steeple stretch exercise. So we're going to put our guitars down here for a second, and I'm going to put your hands together, palm to palm, like this. Let me kind of turn where you can see me. We have palm to palm with our fingers spread apart. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the first finger right there, and we're going to come down on one side and then the other. One side and then the other. Y'all do this with me. Then the second finger, one side, then down the other. Do that a few times. Third finger, just get them down as far as you can. Okay, now the pinky, this one was always tough for me. You're going to go on one side and then the other. Can't even get it down all the way. One side and then the other. Great. Let's do that one more time. We're going to do our first fingers first. Index finger, the other side, middle finger, one side, then the other, ring finger, one side, and the other, pinky, one side, and then the other. Great. That works on the muscles that stretch in between our fingers like that. All right, now that our hands are nice and loose, let's get our guitars and get to work. Okay, now let's get to work. The first finger pattern we looked at was thumb 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry we're talking about finger patterns so much. We're going to put all these things to work soon enough. We're learning chords and we're getting used to doing all the different combinations that we can do with these. All right, look at the chords in C, those progressions. Chords in C exercises. Remember, we're going through 5 different keys and I'm teaching you chords along the way. Now, we did the first 2 progressions in the lesson. So let's begin today with the third chord progression. So exercise 3 of chords in C uses all bar chords. So we've been doing mostly open chords. Now we're going to switch to bar chords. Most of the fingerings are going to use with these bar chords the inside 4 strings, not the outside ones, but the inside. So I'm using a D minor chord. I'm doing a G7 bar. I'm doing the thumb, and then my first, second, and third are on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. A C, the bar, and an F. All right, take a look at that third exercise. Let's do it together. 1 and 2 and ready, number 3, go. G7. Hang on to that G. F. Let's do that again while we're here. Hold that bar, hold it. Very good. Now we're going to add some double notes. Remember, that was one of the concepts that we talked about, adding double notes. So now I'm going to use thumb and third finger again. We're going to play exercise number 4. Ready, and. Let's do it again. To the C chord. So we've got the double notes working. Now let's add another concept. Let's add an alternating bass pattern to this. Take a look at the 5th exercise. Same progression we were just doing, but I'm going to add an alternating bass. Remember, it goes between the root and the fifth of each of these chords. For the D minor, it'd be a D and an A. G, it'd be a G and a D, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump around to another note there, to the B, hit a C, jump down to a low E there, and F. So the only one that goes root and fifth is that first chord. Here we go. Ready, play. G, B, C, low E, Okay, now let's switch to a new key, the key of G. Look at the chords in G exercises. Since we did the first and second one in the lesson, we're going to begin with the third progression. But this time, we're going to add the metronome, and I'm going to set it to a nice slow tempo of 63 beats per minute. All right, let's play this together. Look at that first line. The progression has two lines. Starts with just some simple block chords, and then it's going to add some bass line movement in the second line. Here's that first line. Let's play it together. 1, 2, ready, go. G, D with an F sharp, E minor, bar chord B minor here. Now here comes the second line, add some double notes. Very good. Let's crank the metronome up a little bit. Let's go to 69. We're going to try it one more time. 1, 2, ready, first line. 1, 2. Everybody firing together. Second line, here we go. Very good. Now, these next two progressions use a few pop-sounding contemporary chord forms with some added syncopation to the rhythm. So we touched on exercise 4 in the lesson when we discussed syncopation, so let's review it right here. Don't hesitate on the syncopated notes as we're playing those. This is chords in G, exercise 4. Remember our chord forms, G with the B in the bass, C2, E minor 7th, D. So we won't turn on the metronome, let's just play it. 1, 2, ready, go. Next measure. Good. Now let's put the metronome on. That'll be good practice for us. Same thing. 1, exercise 4, ready, go. Okay, now let's add some more complex notes to this syncopation. We're going to add something to this exact progression. This looks a little more complicated in the music than it really actually is. I'm just kind of filling in the arpeggio. Now if it helps you, just go ahead and look at the tab notation in the printed materials. Here we are. This is chords in G, exercise 5. I'll turn my metronome back on again. Here we go, number 5, 2, ready, and. Let's do that one again. Repeat it. Now, Let's switch to the third of our 5 guitar-friendly keys. This would be the key of D. So now we did the first 2 progressions in the lesson. So we're going to start with number 3. I'm going to go ahead and leave the metronome off, and let's take a look at that third one. Now, this third exercise uses triplets. So we haven't done triplets before. Triplets put 3 notes in the space of 1 beat. And they are notated with a little 3 over or under the notes, and if it's 8th notes, they're barred. So the rhythm of a triplet would be like saying the word Saturday, if you want to think of it that way. So if here's my beat, triplets would be Saturday, 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 or triple it, triple it, triple it. It's 3 beats for every one. Dot, 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 dot. It kind of has a flowing sort of a feel to it. That's triplets. This third progression starts with triplets, followed by a syncopated chord. Leaving the metronome off, let me play it for you one time, and then we'll play it together. 3, 4. 3, 4. All right, so if I slow that down a little bit, and the pattern is 3, 2, 1, thumb. Be-ba-da-dum-ba. Here we go. 1. You play it with me. Exercise 3, chords in D. 1, 2, triple it, go. 3, 4. 3, 4. Go ahead and repeat it. And 4. And all right, so that one's kind of tricky. If you're having problems with it, turn off the recording and work on it a little bit on your own. Now, to give our hand a bit more independence, let's try to play a quarter note bass line to this same syncopation. So that's what chords in D exercise 4 is. So let me play it for you one time, and then you play it with me. Ready? And. So I have this bass line going in quarter notes. Let me slow it down a little bit, and then we'll play it together. 1, 2, here we go, and. Go ahead and repeat it. Play it one more time, a little bit faster. All right, we've only got a couple more progressions to do. You're doing great. Take a look at the chords in A exercises. Now, since we're in the home stretch of this workshop, we're going to raise the tempo up to 80 beats per minute. And I won't start the metronome just yet. We're going to play it one time without that. Look at the chords in A exercise number 3. This one uses the thumb 3, 2, 1 pattern, and it's going to form a rolling, syncopating type pattern with the chords. And I also, in this one, I threw in an alternating bass pattern to make it interesting as well. So let me play it for you one time, and then we'll play it together. I'll slow it way down. 1 and 2 and ready, go. I'll play it again. So the melody has a syncopation, but the bass line is having the half notes as they play. All right, now let's play it together. I'm going to put it on at 80 beats per minute. We'll do that same exercise. 1, 2. This is a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. ahead and repeat it, and. All right. Now, if you find you're not keeping up with me, work on it on your own for a while. I realize we're getting more and more complex. All right, the next progression keeps the same rolling syncopation and alternating bass line going, but this time we're going to do it with bar chords in the key of A. So those bar chords are C sharp minor 7th, F sharp minor 7th, B minor 7th, and then an open E 7th, and then to an A. Kind of a different form of an A. I have a bar on the E, A, and C sharp, and then I have my pinky way out here on this high A. That way I can get that melody note there. All right, so if I was playing this, it would be 1 and 2 and ready, go, and. Oops, sorry, it hits the high E there, or the high A. Let me play it for me one more time. 1, 2, ready, and. That's more like it. Let's play it together. 2, ready, go. Very good. One more time. 2, same thing, go. All right, well at last we've reached our final guitar-friendly key of E. Now, the first progression uses 2 great sounding chords in E. The E2, maybe a new form for you, here's an E. To get to an E2, I put my pinky on that F sharp on the 4th string, which requires a little bit of a stretch. So I have an E, a B, an F sharp, a G sharp, a B, and an E. Remember those stretching exercises we have been doing? This is exactly the reason for them, so we could reach big chords like this. If you can't reach it right now, just keep doing those stretching exercises. In about a week, you'll be able to do it. The next chord is an A2, which we've already learned. All right, now this one alternates the highest melody note line. It's going to go between the 2nd and 3rd strings. So your 3rd finger is going to be used to play both. Now, just like your thumb played an alternating bass line in some of the exercises. So let's put the metronome up to 88 beats per minute. Okay, and we're going to look at this one. Let me play it for you first so you can kind of get it in your ear of this alternating pattern. So I'm going thumb, 2, 1, 3, hit the B, then I hit the E. So I'm alternating between this B and E. Okay, so now let's try it together. 1, 2, a little bit slower, go. Two, repeat, and. All right, freeze, let's turn on the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat, ready, and. 2, 1, 3, thumb, 2, 1, 3. All right, now, this last progression, this second progression in E, adds a moving bass line. Not just alternating between the root and the 5th, but it's going to move around between all of the different notes. So I won't have the metronome on this one. We'll just play it without. Now, I'll play it for you one time and then you play it with me. Ready, and. play it together. 1, 2, ready, go. All of those bass notes are played with the thumb. Okay, great job. Keep working in this workshop until you can keep up with me fairly comfortably. Now, when you can do that, then you are ready to go on to the advanced workshop, and I'll see you there.